Hey everyone! The leaks for Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 264 are out, and man, it's crazy. The chapter kicks off with Yuji, Angel, Todo, and Sukuna all reacting to Angel's Jacob's Ladder attack. As the attack descends on Sukuna, he punches the ground, creating debris that shoots up into the sky. Sukuna then uses this debris to climb towards Angel, parkouring on the rocks and concrete. Sukuna comments that unlike Yuta's Jacob's Ladder, which was small due to the domain's sure hit effect, Angel's Jacob's Ladder is much bigger and targets both Todo and Yuji as well. He believes that by climbing the Pillar of Light, he can reach Angel despite interference from Yuji and Todo. Angel warns Hana to leave, but it's too late. As Sukuna climbs up the debris, he tells Angel that her output of Jacob's Ladder is much weaker than before. Just as Sukuna is about to land a black flash on Angel, Todo appears at the last second, taking the hit for her and blocking the attack. Despite this, the attack sends both Todo and Angel flying through buildings, but Sukuna acknowledges Todo, calling him a true Jujutsu sorcerer. Sukuna notices that both Todo and Angel are unable to move, so he decides to finish Angel off later. He says all he needs to do now is deal with Yuji. As Sukuna turns around, Yuji appears immediately by parkouring up the destroyed debris, enduring the Jacob's Ladder attack and being burned by it. Yuji lands a hard punch on Sukuna's face, grabs both of Sukuna's legs, and smashes him into a building. As they land, Yuji tries using his shrine technique to disrupt Sukuna's footing, but Sukuna punches Yuji away. We see that Sukuna has regenerated all his remaining arms, and the narrator says that after hitting 2 additional black flashes, the King of Curses has finally regained his RCT. Sukuna, with all his arms regenerated, grabs Yuji's arm, lands multiple punches on him, and strikes Yuji in the face with a knee attack. Sukuna thinks that Yuji's dismantle, which targets only the boundary between him and Megumi, is fatal but useless if Yuji can't land a hit on him. But Yuji hasn't given up. He uses his shrine technique again to disrupt Sukuna's footing and tries to land a soul dismantle. Sukuna dodges the attack and punches Yuji in the face again. We then flash back to when Gojo was teaching Yuji about domains while fighting Jogo. Gojo explains that domain expansion uses a lot of CE but has its pros. It gives an upgrade to the user's stats due to the environment, like a buff in a video game. And any curse technique applied to the domain becomes a sure hit attack. Back in the present, we see Yuji preparing to use his domain expansion, making a hand sign with both his middle fingers together. The narrator explains that Yuji has already learned the basics of barrier techniques through body swap training with Kusakabe, which is why he can now use domain expansion. We then see Sukuna in an unknown train station, currently in the Yujikuna form, and Yuji slowly approaches Sukuna, saying, "Let's go, Sukuna." The chapter ends with the editor's comment, both of their decisive battle enters and unknown domain. And that's it for chapter 264. What a surprise twist and massive expectation for the next chapter. Comment your predictions below.